Another revealing example, Al-Isra 17.110. Say, call upon Allah or call upon Ar-Rahman. By whatever name you call upon him, it is well. For to him belong the most beautiful names, Al-Asma al-Husna. In crystal clear Arabic, the Quran asserts that both Allah and Ar-Rahman are names of gods, Asma. Allah was the name of the supreme God of the Kaaba in Mecca, and Ar-Rahman was the name of the God of the Yemenites. A further example, Al-Furqan 25.59, He who created the heavens and the earth and all that is in between in 6 days, and is firmly established on the throne of authority, Al-Rahman. Ask thou then about him of any acquainted with such things. When it is said to them, adore ye lil-Rahmani, they say, and what is Al-Rahmanu? Shall we adore that which thou commandest us? And it increases their flight from the truth. Ladies and gentlemen, please be aware that the items between square parentheses are actually the false translations of the Arabic verses, since the name Allah is not mentioned, but Ar-Rahman is. This particular verse is pregnant with meaning because the Quraysh, Muhammad's tribe, do not believe in Ar-Rahman, the God of the Yemenites, and are challenging Muhammad as to why they should adore this God instead of Allah. I shall now address the surah that contains the name of Ar-Rahman the most, Surah Maryam 19, with 16 such references. Maryam 19.18, she said, I seek refuge from thee, Bil-Rahmani, come not near if thou dost fear Allah. قالت إني أعوذ بالرحمن منك إن كنت تقيا. Anyone who understands the Arabic language should be disgusted at the utter contempt with which the translator attempts to deceive the readers. The name of Allah is not in this verse, but that of Al-Rahman is. Maryam is asking for protection from Ar-Rahman against one whom she perceives as a man entering her private chambers, but who is in fact the angel Gabriel. She is asking for protection from the most powerful, the Almighty, not mercy from the Beneficent. She declares this asking for protection from Ar-Rahman to the intruder, in order also to frighten the intruder, for which situation the appellation the Merciful or the Most Gracious would hardly instill fear, and hence is unsuitable. 19.26, and if thou dost see any man, say, I have vowed a fast to Ar-Rahman, and this day will I enter into no talk with any human being. The next few verses are about Abraham admonishing his pagan father. 19.44, O my father, serve not Satan, for Satan is a rebel against Ar-Rahman. O my father, I fear lest you will suffer the torture of Ar-Rahman, so that thou become to Satan a friend. Let us analyze this verse. Abraham is warning his father, an idol worshipper. I fear you could be struck with the wrath of Ar-Rahman, and Satan would be your guide in hell. Being struck with the wrath of Ar-Rahman is not the act of a merciful, a beneficent, or a most gracious divinity. This act does not express his mercy or beneficence. This is the act of a vengeful God, the Almighty, the ultimate authority, the all-powerful avenger. To exert wrath or cause torture do not fall under the definitions of mercy, beneficence, or graciousness. 19.61, Gardens of eternity, those which Ar-Rahman has promised to his servants. Then shall we certainly drag out from every sect all those who were worst in obstinate rebellion against Ar-Rahman. Dragging out unbelievers does not come under mercy or compassion, but under revenge and wrath. 19.78, Has he penetrated to the unseen, or has he taken a contract with Ar-Rahman? 19.85, The day we shall gather the righteous to Ar-Rahman, like a band presented before a king for honors. None shall have the power of intercession, but such a one as has received permission or promise from Ar-Rahman. They say Ar-Rahman has begotten a son, that they should invoke a son for Ar-Rahman, for it is not consonant with the majesty of Ar-Rahman that he should beget a son. Not one of the beings in the heavens and the earth but must come to Ar-Rahman as a servant. On those who believe and work deeds of righteousness will Ar-Rahman bestow love. Verses 85 to 96 represent the most powerful and clarifying illuminations of the meaning of the name Ar-Rahman. His name is used repeatedly and forcefully condemning the worship of Isa, Jesus, by Christians, and any allegation that Ar-Rahman shares power with any other son or procreates. These verses, ayat, mention that the mountains, the heavens, and the earth all prostrate in awe and worship of Ar-Rahman, the Creator. They vividly describe how any blasphemy invokes his wrath. Are the above descriptions of the beneficent or most gracious divinity? Do these verses describe a benevolent benefactor as in beneficent, or a generous host as in gracious, graciously entertaining his guests? Do these verses describe a kind-hearted ruler forgiving his disobedient subjects? Do they not describe none but an all-powerful God? For a word of such magnitude, such immense significance, an inept substitute for the true meaning cannot be simply brushed off as a minor mistake. The consequences of this mistake are a chain reaction of mistakes and errors in understanding the Quran. In every instance of the usage of the name Ar-Rahman in Muhammad's Quran, the only appropriate interpretation is expressed in the name the Almighty. The so-called scholars of Islam will stoop to any abyss and use all nefarious means to mislead, distort and contort all facts and reality in defense of their indefensible, depraved cult belief system. I shall repeat the following statement yet again. The hadiths that explain to the followers of Muhammad his Quran and his Sunnah are the very same that utterly discredit Muhammad as a prophet and his Quran's alleged divine origin. Only by studying these subjects fully will one realize that Muhammad's Quran and Sunnah self-destruct.